Been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. Well, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
This is Silver and Blue Nation, the voice of the fans. Here's Big Game James and Producer G.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
We're back.
Yes, we are. I love that beat. Started. Got a little story that's going to come behind with that with us. But what's up, everybody? It's Big Game James.
Producer G over here.
Silver and Blue Nation, we here. It's game time almost. Philadelphia Eagles, the illy dilly.
That time.
It's that time.
Hey, if you guys are just now checking us out on Facebook Live, make sure you jump on the Silver and Blue Nation Facebook page. That's where we will be looking at and taking comments, and also over on our YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Let me give a few shout-outs right quick since I'm seeing a few people. Aloha, Michael Lasofa. I think that's our 808 connection in Hawaii. What's up with you? Arturo Lugo. As always, Raymond Harold. What's going on? Stephen Arthur. Mongla Allen. I don't know if I said that one right, but forgive me. Monlich. Okay. What's up, Matthew Shelby? What's up, KG? All day as usual. Russell Harrison. I seen you in there.
I see my guy in there, Bob. His name's Ben Fraley, but
Ben
I call
Fraley.
him Bob.
What's up, big tall Ben? We play ball with him. I have a good time with him. He can hoop a little bit. What's up, Ben?
Appreciate all you guys checking it out right now. I'm going to come over to YouTube in a minute too, but
yeah, so shout outs to everybody. If I didn't hit you, jump on in here, get on in here. It's that time. It's time to do this Cowboy thing. I know we've been frustrated, but let's see what's going to happen today.
Make sure you guys give us likes and shares on the video too if you're just jumping in. We appreciate that. Share it into the Cowboys groups. Invite all your Cowboys friends. This is a platform, the voice of the fans for you guys.
Let's
get everybody in here. Let's start talking about this matchup tonight, this juicy matchup.
Yeah, juicy and scary matchup. Because I'm wondering what's really going to happen with all the controversy that's going on this week. I wonder what's really going to happen with the team. I wonder what performance we're really going to give. I'm sorry. I've gave some predictions to a lot of games, and most of them been Cowboys wins. And remember, I said we will lose 6 games, so I kind of went against what I was saying. But this game, I don't know. I don't know if Cowboys are going to pull this out. They got to show me something because I'm a little worried what team is really going to show up today.
Let me jump over here in our YouTube chat real quick and appreciate a few people who have been checking us out. Leon Genesis, what's going on? He says, let's go Cowboys. Eric East, he says, predictions. We're going to get to those, Eric. Stick around for that.
Yes.
We want yours too, so go ahead and leave your predictions down in the comments. Doug Anthony's in there. Appreciate you, Doug. He says, what up, G? Big D Hernandez. Josh Ruiz. Again, I'm looking on YouTube. Slim Fit Cuddy.
Slim Fit Cuddy.
Stevie Mac, appreciate you
What's
always.
up, Stevie Mac?
Boomer Sooner, Sheila Neal, produced by Germ, all our regular people. And let's not forget to thank our Patreons, too. Erica Shaney, Janiqua Russell, Katina Wright, Marvin Hargrove, all of our good friends who support the show. We appreciate all you guys for what you do for us. And Angel Day says, hey, let's go Cowboys. Sheila says her Facebook timeline's blowing up. Jared Griffin says we're going to win this game. Hey,
I hope.
If the Browns can pull off that win
yes,
today,
they can. Yes,
I feel like the Cowboys might be able to pull off a win tonight.
Yeah, if it definitely can happen. But also quarterback play was excellent in that game. That's the key. Quarterback play was excellent. Baker Mayfield played a great game today. I think
Chubb had a big game too.
Chubb had a big game. I think he ran for 179. I think Baker Mayfield was like 21 or 26 or something like that for 200-some yards and 3 touchdowns. He was balling out. So when you have that kind of game, and obviously the offensive line was playing good as well, then that's when you see a win.
Looking back on YouTube, Flows Infinite says Rico needs a touchdown tonight.
Yeah, well,
that would be nice.
Our tight end position as a whole's got to step up tonight. Dalton Schultz, you see he's getting a lot of playing time with Swain being out. I don't even know what's up with Rico. It looks like the Blake Jarwin Schultz thing is going on. I don't even know how much Rico snaps is going to get tonight. We'll see.
And if you guys want to, you can jump in with us during the second half of the game over on our YouTube channel. We're going to be doing in-game reactions.
Yeah, in-game reaction. A little something different
play-by-play type of thing.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys jump in for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll kind of just carry that on over into a post-game show.
Right.
And finish it up with that. So look for that on YouTube during the second half. We might be on Facebook as well, but make sure you guys are subscribing to us on all platforms. So let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of conversation, then we'll get back to some shout-outs.
Okay.
What do you want to talk? You wanted to hit on some Sean Lee news, right?
Yeah, we want to hit on some
before
Sean
we
Lee.
touch more into this game. I mean, this it is related to the game, but
it's definitely related to the game because he's out. He's one of the 6 inactives today for the Cowboys. Out 4 to 6 weeks has been said and been talked about. As I said before, weeks ago when we had you had asked me, is it time for Sean Lee to be benched, come off the bench, and I said yeah, and you saw the snaps, and as soon as he comes right back from an injury, he goes right back to being injured again. And the same way when I brought up the Dez Bryant situation, where if Dez Bryant can get cut about the salary issue, then a Sean Lee, no matter how much of a warrior that he was with the Cowboys, can have the same thing happen to him. And I believe the Cowboys, if I'm not for sure, but I believe the Cowboys save $7 million if they do cut him in the offseason. So it just, to me, the games played for the money made is just not adding up, and it's the same thing each year. We saw why the Cowboys drafted LVE. And then you've seen he's missed pretty much the whole year once again. And this was supposed to be a year where he was going to be injury-free. But once again, you can't keep doing that every single year and depending on that. And he's 33. I don't know if he's going on 34. People are saying trade him. Who's really going to take him? He's not going to be on the field. So is somebody willing to give up a draft pick, maybe a 5th or a 6th maybe for him, but nothing higher than that because he's never on the field?
Yeah, LVE coming in was definitely huge. And even going back to the Jalen Smith draft pick, that was a part of the Sean Lee's injury,
right.
Being injured even before. So the Cowboys have kind of been planning on this for a while. So like you said, when it comes down to the money versus production, we always said before we would use the term the Brandon Carr effect.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of thing, except this time it's more injury-based than what that was. But still, like you said, performance is not matching what the pay is. So... And being healthy is a part of your overall,
I mean, that's how they pay you.
That's a part of your greatness as a player, is your
right.
ability to stay healthy as well.
I mean, they're not going to call you a great player if you're always hurt. I mean, they're going to say you're a great player, but you're not going to get that upper echelon of greatness because they never see you. Though one of the great players like the Jerry Rices of the world and those guys played game upon game, never missed games. It was like 80, 90 games in a row before, they would have one. I mean, those are the ones that find a way to always stay healthy. But you got to look at Sean Lee's career. Even when he was at Penn State, he was always injured at Penn State. And it was a red flag when he got drafted. That's one of the reasons why he dropped in the draft, because of injuries. And it permeated straight to the NFL. So that's why they do have those medical reports, and that's why they have those red flags. Because if a guy is flagged for injuries in college, then that may be happening in the NFL, because it's a lot tougher in the NFL than it is in college football.
Let me jump back over here on Facebook Live. We got Dino in there. Dino Cogswell,
What up,
appreciate
Dino?
you.
What up, Dino?
Carrie Teagle, Gabriel Reyes, Jimmy Richards, our Patreon, Eric Kashani's in there. Appreciate you. Annette's in there. Vondell Jackson. Ryan Stanley says Aikman for head coaching job. We're going to be talking a little bit of Troy Aikman here soon, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk some Troy Aikman. We're going to talk some Jason Garrett. We're going to talk some Des Bryant and more about this game tonight. So make sure you guys stick around for that. Shane Hirschfield's in there. Appreciate your comment. Gabriel and Wendy Mason. Paula Hicks Hairston, Brian Fitzgerald, Antonio Leyva. Just a lot of names. We appreciate you guys who check us out every week. Each and every week.
Yes,
we try to get all your shout-outs as much as we can.
Mama T.
Mama T's in there.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel jumps in with the grenade. Fire Jason Garrett.
I think everybody's on that.
Dino says, I want a new offensive coordinator
I think
next
we're on that
week.
Too. That might happen tonight.
DD Cruz says, hey there. Hey, DD.
What up, DD?
Bob Hex in there with us. We
What up,
appreciate you.
Bob?
You know I haven't seen in a while?
Who?
Sieber.
Yeah, Sieber. But he's my Boo Thing's friend, so he's always chopping it up with her. So
okay. So he's still around.
He's still around. He's still anytime baby girl cooks up something good, Sieber's always saying that looks good. So he's definitely still in the mix. What's up, Sieber? If we ain't heard from you.
What up, Jawan James, Garrett Moore?
Jawan, what's up, big
What's
dog?
going on, Patrick O'Brien?
What's up, Patrick?
Appreciate you guys. Again, I'm looking on Facebook right now. Give us a like and a share over there on Facebook. Hit those emojis. We like seeing
Carrie
those
Teagle,
come in.
what's up?
So let's move on a little bit on some stuff we wanted to talk about. You said there was something that came out saying that Jason Garrett had been contemplating maybe letting go of Scott Linehan to start the season off.
Yeah, there was a report with Ian Rappaport. You know how he will be reporting. Some of it be real and some of it be like, but for the most part, Ian Rappaport seems like he's always there with the good news. And he was saying there was a strong insider saying that Garrett had contemplating relieving Scott Linehan at the beginning of the year, but decided to go all in, give him the full backing, and kind of, let Linehan do his thing. You see how the coaches were released, and Kellen Moore became promoted to the quarterback's coach, so it's kind of like his thing, kind of giving him like, okay, from what I'm hearing is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just let you do it, let you have the people you want and make it happen, and it's not happening. I also heard that it was during the bye week that they were contemplating letting go of him then in the bye week too. So it seems like the clock is now ticking on a Scott Linehan, and I don't know what's going to happen to a Kellen Moore because that's his guy. So we're really going to look at this game as a big game on the offense because you had the game last week where we started out good and then fall flat like usual. Is this going to be a game where you're on the road against the Eagles and they are beat up? Their secondary is beat up. Jalen Mills is out. Sidney Jones is out. Rashawn McLeod is out. Darby is playing, and I believe somebody else, that draft pick that they got last year as well. But they're short-staffed in that secondary, so if they don't show any kind of offense in this game, might be the X.
I'm going to jump back over here to YouTube. Chaz Jewell donates $2 to us. We appreciate you, Chaz.
Appreciate you, Chaz.
Thank
I like
you for that. He says there's a big fight on the field between the two teams. I'm not sure who he's talking about. Let me take a look. Chris Richard apparently fighting with other coaches.
Oh, I like it.
Before the game,
I like it.
Tim Williams over here on our YouTube channel.
Oh, I love it.
Josh Moore says, damn, I missed it. Did they say what happened?
Oh, I missed it too.
No, we haven't gotten to see it. We're sitting here with you guys.
Yeah, we're sitting here with you guys.
We got to hear it from you guys.
Right, y'all tell us. But Eric Kashani, what's up? And he's another proud patron. He said they were mixing it up already on the field when we first went live. So
wow.
So you remember everybody remembers to me is the Des Bryant when him and Malcolm Jenkins was going at it and Des went out there and killed him in that game. We all remember that one. So it could be kind of the same thing. The Eagles, they always talk trash against us. Shannon Sharp, who I really don't care to listen to all the time, but he was saying something true. He says the Eagles always got to say something when they play us. Like there's never a game where they can't never just be quiet and play us. They always got to say America, y'all act like y'all America's team. Like why y'all keep hating on us about saying America's team? Nobody's even saying that right now. We're trying to win a game and y'all keep on talking about we fake and fair weather fans. Shut up. Y'all act like y'all the most faithfulest fans out there. No, y'all not.
Let me say what's up still over here on YouTube to Wiggle Bell, Santana Louie. Appreciate you checking in. Doug Anthony, he's been leaving comments. Angel Day is always in there with us every week. Mark Scott, Jared Griffin. Appreciate all you over here on YouTube right now leaving the comments. I'm trying to get through and look at everybody. I might need help from somebody someday reading these comments with me. Matter of fact, Let me get this up here on the screen so I can kind of show people as we look through as well. I know you can't see, but maybe those people can see. Chef WD 2010
Chef
says
WD.
Warren G in the house. What up,
Warren
Big Game
G.
James? He said, "What up, DDP? No, I'm sorry." Chef WD. This is Producer G over
This
here.
Producer G.
You can
Voltron.
find DDP though. Go ahead and check out the Dallas Prospect. That's where you'll find him.
That's our dog.
So go over there and subscribe. Make sure you guys watching on YouTube hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for us too. We definitely need that so you guys can watch the shows every week. Chaz said Facebook Live sucks. It's all about YouTube. I think I'm starting to feel the same way.
Well, don't say we ain't gonna say no Facebook sucks now. We ain't gonna do all that. We love both platforms.
I don't want to say it sucks, but I do appreciate YouTube as well.
We appreciate both of y'all. We love y'all very much.
And King Jop over here on YouTube says, "What up, Big Game James, Producer G, aka Voltron." Appreciate that.
See, they're catching on to the Producer G Voltron G.
It's becoming a thing. I was thinking about that the other day.
He forms the head.
Mike Gahn says Matt Barkley's better than Dak.
No, I don't know about all that. That's crazy.
Clutch Dub says, "Hey, appreciate you checking in." Chris Hansen, he says, "It's Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Go ahead and have a seat, Eagles." I love how they can have whatever YouTube name they want.
I know, right? They ain't got to worry about nobody bashing them, and they got them crazy off the hook names on YouTube. But I love them because as soon as they come in, that's the first name that comes in. It ain't a normal name.
King Jop is Jop Young. Yes.
What up, Jop Jop?
I definitely had recognized that. I don't know any other Jops. On Facebook, just a couple quick shout-outs. Ron Smith, our guy, jumped back in there. Bob Heck says Cowboys Nation in the building. Solomon Jernigan says interceptions from one of the linebackers tonight, Smith or Van Der Esch.
Let's hope so.
We're going to get into some bold predictions and things like that. Score predictions coming up. You guys can go ahead and start getting yours in the comments. We'll talk a little bit about another. Well, what do you want to talk about first? Because somebody brought up Troy Aikman. You want to hit on that one?
I mean, let's definitely talk about Troy Aikman first.
Talk about what happened
like
with
I
Troy
said, I told you Troy Aikman's my guy. He always kind of been, even when he was at UCLA, when he played at Oklahoma, I followed him. When he was at UCLA, I followed him. I just always liked Troy Aikman as a quarterback. I always liked the way he brought it, his energy, his leadership, all blah, blah, blah. But anyway, they asked him once again that, what's going on with the team, and he says, he thinks it could be the dysfunction bigger than the coach. He said, what Jerry says, every year it's, we can change this to appease the fans, but every year it's the same thing. Nothing seems to change, and it seems like, and he even said, I'm not in the building every day, but he knows people in the building, and it seems like there's a dysfunction going from the higher up. And as long as that is going on, then there's not going to be that competitive edge it seems like these other teams are doing year in and year out. And that's the thing that I was saying, even with the Jerry Jones, how I felt like he is the problem. And I feel like Aikman, without coming out and saying the name, he is saying Jerry Jones, and the Joneses still have the dysfunction, because he's saying that we have this expectation, and then, let's change this. We change the offensive line coordinator. Let's get a number one receiver. Let's go do this, or let's go do that, and it's still the same result. And that's what Aikman is saying. While you see these other teams that are continually year in and year out competing, and it's mind-boggling because we have the talent. It'd be different if Dallas was a 3-13 team, a 2-14 team, and it was a team that was just out of contention every year. But they actually have the talent to be competing right now in the NFC East and the NFC as a whole, and they still are underachieving, and that cannot happen. And even if you let go of Garrett, how is it going to change? And that's where he's saying the dysfunction is coming from, because even when you didn't have Garrett, there was still the same things going on.
I'm looking over here on Facebook Live. Garrett Moore says Troy for head coach. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know if he'd be a head coach, but I would love to see him in the front office. I think Troy would be great in front office.
You and I watched that video. This is like a sound effects where he's screaming at the offensive line.
Oh yeah, that's
the
best. That's the best. That's the best ever.
How he jumps back in his face like he's about to hit him.
Right.
We need something like that, but it's the way he was complaining about the coaches not doing their jobs. It's kind of like that culture still exists.
It's like you were feeling him, and what the thing I was taking from that when he was like, he's like, I'm tired of having to be the one to go do it. I don't want to have to go do it every time as the quarterback. I want to be able to come and look at the plays we need to run, but I'm always yelling at the guys. And then you got coaches over here, he said, that are patting them on the butt, telling them they're doing a good job, and they're not. And that's when I hear that, that reminds me of Garrett. Like, I'm not saying like he's like a bad coach, but it just seems like anytime something's going on where we're playing terrible, he's still standing at the forefront. I posted a video, and I'm not saying every coach has to be like a Bill Belichick. I'm not saying they all have to be this way, but I posted a video with Bill Belichick, and the thing I really love about Belichick is how long has he been the coach and how successful is he? And he's still over there talking to the team. Okay, guys, watch this, watch that. Look at this. Okay, come on, next play. We got to do this. You got to do that. I just feel like that type of coach kind of keeps the team engaged, kind of keeps you guys motivated and going. Whereas all I see is Garrett up front. Yeah, he's clapping and yeah, he's smacking your butt and doing all this and that. But when it gets real rough and critical, he's still standing to the forefront, never talking to the team. Him and Scott Linehan is up in the booth now. You feel me? It just seems like there's a disconnect, and it's gonna stay like that as far as us not winning when that disconnect is still going on.
Hey guys, if you just joined us on Facebook Live or YouTube, we do this every week, every Sunday, pre and post game shows. We're gonna start something new tonight. Actually, we're gonna probably do a play-by-play live in-game type reaction show to finish off the night in the second half of that game. So watch for that on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to the channels. Smash the thumbs up buttons. We appreciate all your support every week.
Yes, we do.
We're going to definitely be pumping out a lot more content here soon. Videos, more live streams. We're trying to bring as much as we can and just make this thing continue to grow as everybody's just in here with us, all of our great people. Dustin Merriman checks in,
what's
says,
up,
what's
Dustin?
up, big game?
It's been a long time, Dustin. How
Appreciate
you doing?
you, Dustin, checking in. He says, Cowboys lose and win at the same time. We lose the game. Garrett loses his job. You think so? We lose 3 in a row?
I mean, I think the only way Garrett goes is if it's like maybe like a Wade Phillips type thing. If we're on maybe a 6-7 game losing streak. But other than that, I think he's going to survive this whole year. I just feel like he'll survive it. Scott Linehan is not going to survive it if it starts to get bad, especially if it's bad tonight. If we show an absolute like goose egg, maybe only score 7 points, they beat us like a 35-7 game, Scott Linehan's going to be gone. We already know that he's going to be gone, and then Jason Garrett's going to have to take over the play calling. So that's why I don't think he would get fired, because he's going to take over the play calling, and then it's going to be, to me, another no excuse. Okay, now Garrett's taking over the play calling. Now Garrett's coaching. There's people that's in the NFL that do it and have been successful, and if he fails, then that's when you would say, well, you know what? They're a 3-10 team. You're going to move on from him now and start looking for another head coach.
Well, if you remember, he was kind of overwhelmed the first time. That's why they took him.
That's why they stripped him.
Yeah, from him. And then the offense went downhill, though. Since then, he actually had him in a pretty good spot when he was doing
Well, I think it was that power struggle, because remember, once they stripped him of his play calling duties, Bill Callahan took over. The offenses weren't bad, but they were having that power struggle with him and Callahan. That's why Callahan decided to get up and left. And where did he go to? He went to the Redskins, and I think that was one of them personal issues where I'm going to stay in the division and stick it to you.
Leon Davis says Cooper gets open a lot. Wendy Mason said Cowboys win 24-17 tonight.
I hope. I don't see that. I'm sorry.
Yolanda Williams-White says he's right, talking about Troy Aikman, the things he was saying. Mama T says Roger Staubach was saying the same things that Troy Aikman was saying. Let's see here. Just looking through the comments on Facebook, and then I'm going to come back to you guys over on YouTube. Ray Hillenberg says he agrees with Troy. Eric Kashani says he said straight up that Jerry is the problem. I couldn't believe it, but he's right. They're, again, talking about the Troy Aikman comments. Just moving along here. Ryan Stanley, thanks for checking in. Well, Tommy Miller. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just saying, they got a little bit of a list, because a list is starting to come out now that if it starts to get bad, the list of coaches are going to start opening up. They said today, a lot of reports have come out that the Cowboys have an affinity for the Riley guy over at Oklahoma, the head coach over there. They keep talking. Yeah, Lincoln Riley. They keep talking about him and how they have an affinity for him. I don't know if it's for just a head coach or offensive coordinator. Now, he has been on record as saying that he's very satisfied at Oklahoma, but a lot of those guys that are coaching are all going to say that, because they're coaching at the time and they don't want to mess those things up. So he's going to say that, but there's other guys that's been out there. John Fox has been out there. You saw John Harbaugh and the Ravens are talking about mutually parting ways. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad about a Harbaugh signing, a John Harbaugh signing. We were talking off air, and it was 9 seasons, 6 playoff appearances, and 1 Super Bowl victory. And there was another time they lost to the Patriots, but that guy dropped the touchdown in the end zone, you remember, for the Ravens, and they lost that game. So they really could have went to back-to-back Super Bowls. So I don't think Harbaugh is not a bad candidate at all. Filippo from, I believe, the Vikings is another guy I like. Sean Payton is always going to be around the mix. They said Josh McDaniels, Jack Del Rio, who I don't want that. I don't want no Jack Del Rio. I don't want no John Fox. Those guys are old and they're not going to win. College coach maybe G. But I would look for more of a coordinator. I kind of like a guy that's been coaching in the NFL to being able to deal with the NFL men.
Again, if you guys are leaving comments on Facebook Live, we are cross-posted on a few different pages, so make sure you're coming to the Silver and Blue Nation Facebook page. Like us there, follow us there. The video's pinned to the top of the page. That's where you'll come and leave your comments so I can look at them and give you guys your shout-outs. And I'm also looking on YouTube right now. We've got a donation from Ron Garrett. Says he loves Silver and Blue Nation.
Hey, Ron's my guy.
He says, Big Game James and Voltron are awesome. Go Cowboys.
Ron is my guy.
I might not be Producer G anymore here soon.
I'm just saying. Don't I get the names because I gave you Producer G when we first started out. I gave you Producer G Voltron.
I like the way you give names, so I'll take what you give.
You feel me? I'll come good with them names. But Ron Garrett, we salute to you because he is a super supporter of the Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James. We talk a lot in the inbox back and forth on just things that I see, things that he sees, and it's a great thing when you have people, not just Ron, but a lot of other people that supporting Silver and Blue Nation and Big Game James. We just really love y'all. And the fact that y'all in here today, we chop it up. We just have a good time, and we just need hopefully we can get this victory. But part of me is just, I don't want to say it, but it's just, I'm just frustrated because I feel like if we win, then is that going to keep Garrett, in there? You know what I'm saying?
It definitely will. That's what we've been saying,
and that's what I'm frustrated about because as a Cowboy fan for life, the part of me wants to beat these Eagles and kill them and shut them up. The other part of me is like, I want Garrett gone. You know what I'm saying? And Garrett always seems to save himself with these turnout games, and it doesn't make him a great coach. It's just that they play good, but I really want to see what Cowboys team is going to show up tonight because this is a huge game to me. Psyche. I want to see what the psyche is with the team, especially if they jump on us early. You know what I'm saying, G? Mm-hmm. If it's like a 10-0 game or, they get on us early, maybe a 2-touchdown lead, that's where you want to see is the team going to quit on Jason Garrett. Feel me on that one?
Yep. I'm just kind of monitoring comments on Facebook and YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of Sean. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And also, I just want to bring up guys that are going to be inactive today. And so our defense has to step up. Taco Charlton, who has been he has not done well this year. Let's just put that mildly. David Irvin, who we've been clamoring for David Irvin to come back, and he hasn't played. He's out today. Connor Williams, who people have been getting on him, saying, yeah, he needs to be out anyway, but I think we will miss him. He's out with a knee injury. Also, Sean Lee, we know about. Tavon Austin, who also we talked about he's been out with the groin injury. And Joe Thomas is out as well. He's been out for the last 5 weeks. But another big thing to me went on when the week G was Deontay Thompson got cut, and they are bringing up Noah Brown and Lance Lenore. So that could be another wrinkle that we might see on the offensive side of the ball. But like I was telling you, with the secondary of the Eagles, G, we we have to exploit that. They have the second best rushing defense in the league, but they got to exploit that secondary because they are thin. And we have the guys, Cooper, I believe, torched up Jalen Mills last year, I believe, and he'll have Ronald Darby on there, who he can definitely get after. But we got to have guys. Cole Beasley has to see the ball today.
I'm just kind of bouncing around our comment sections here.
That drink sounded good. Are you drinking something good?
So many people. Yeah, I'm drinking aloe vera.
Yeah, it sounds great how you just drunk it down. I want to get some of that.
That's my favorite.
Want to get some of that.
Dennis Anders, thanks for the comment. I'm looking at Facebook Live on the Silver and Blue Nation page. Solomon Jernigan. I'm not going to be able to read everyone's comments, but I'm going to definitely give some shout-outs. Jenny Brown Scott. This is some new people I see here. Antonio Lavia.
Willie
Murray
Stovall,
Jules.
what's up?
Willie Stovall, our
What's
guy.
up, big dog?
Michael Profit. Appreciate
Michael
you.
Profit, what's up?
He says Big Game James for head coach.
Yeah, right. Come pay me to do that job.
Oh, that's what somebody was saying on YouTube, too, because there's a lot of chatter going on over here on YouTube about Sean Payton coming in.
Man.
And I've seen some guys saying that.
Why would Sean Payton leave that?
Exactly.
Why would Sean Payton leave that?
Why would he want to come to Dallas?
Yeah, exactly. Why would he want to deal with it? Because remember, G, when we talked about when I said Jerry Jones the problem, even when you get a head coach that comes over to Dallas, he has to deal with the Joneses still, and he still has to deal with Jerry. And you have to get the right type of coach to deal with that. And that's what's going to be the really important part if this falls away and Jason Garrett is not the coach. Who's going to want to deal with Jerry? And I'm a little worried about that.
Longino Zapata on YouTube. Shout out from Wichita Falls.
Wichita Falls, what's
yeah,
up?
let us know where you guys are watching.
Yeah, give
That's
a shout out
always
where you're
fun.
at.
Let us know because we know Cowboys Nation is deep all over the world, all over the country.
Oh, and one more thing, G. I'm sorry. I just didn't mean to just jump on you like that. But when we look at Dallas or, we can come back, we're only one game out, this and that, I talked and I looked at a few things. One of the things that I looked at was the teams that we beat this year were the Giants, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Detroit Lions. Right now, the Jaguars on a 5-game losing streak. They're 3-6. The Detroit Lions on, I believe, a 3-game losing streak, and they are 3-6. The New York Giants are 1-7, and I believe they lost 5 in a row. So when we start looking at the opponents that the Cowboys have beat, that's a terrible record. None of those teams are close to 500 right now, and all of them are reeling. So does Dallas even look like a playoff team right now? That's what we have to look at.
Stevie Mack says, haha, I drink aloe vera too. Stuff's good, but people get grossed out by the pulp in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had it, but I'm
I'm
going to definitely try it because, like I said, I was watching you drink it today.
It's good for you.
And I've been looking at it. And whenever you drink it, you always like,
It's
so
great.
I'm like, okay,
it's a fruity kind of drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out.
Esteban Ravioli says, which fan base is worse, Cowboys or Eagles? Merciless Menace says, yo, what's up, guys? I'm looking at you two right now.
I'm going to say the most disrespectful are the Eagles. I think the Cowboys fans like us, we are just a little too crazy with this. Sometimes we have the too high of expectations for our team, and we shouldn't.
Slim Cuddy's watching from Seattle. I love it up there, northwestern part of the country. Seattle, that's a great area. The Washington State.
It's very pretty out there.
Appreciate you tuning in. That's National Geographic stuff out there. Screensaver sites. Thurston Howell says North Dallas in here. Jimmy says, Big Game James, do you think Garrett will be calling plays tonight?
No. This is all gonna be on Linehan because you have to see what Linehan's gonna do. They just got Cooper. They changed the offensive line coach. Now he has to show and prove. It was uneven last week. Started out good, ended up bad. So this is a huge game. This is all Linehan. If he doesn't do it, then boom, it's going to be axe for him. And then Jason Garrett's going to have to take over the play calling duties, and then you're going to see what he does. We'll see if he can really do it. That's what should show you as a coach. We've all been talking about Garrett's got to step up and be the guy. Well, if Linehan gets stripped of his play calling duties and gets fired, then show you're the coach. Show you're the guy. Show you're the guy that people should believe in. But I don't. I'm sorry. I don't believe in Garrett. I told you last year we weren't winning anything with him.
And let me know what you guys think, too, about our screen here. Do you like the cleaner look? Obviously, we changed a little bit up this week.
I don't like that ugly eagle right
with
there.
The
ugly eagle.
well, that's what we're talking about today, so that's just kind of why it's up there.
He's still ugly.
But let us know what you guys do. You like the cleaner look of the show tonight? And someone over here on YouTube, Doug Anthony, says, Coach Dungy picks the Cowboys in the pregame show to win. So somebody's got some faith. That's pretty cool. Coach Dungy calling for the upset.
I got a few people asking for prediction, too. They're trying to get it out of me. Jay Outlaws Prez asks, what's your prediction for tonight?
Well, let me go ahead and get this up here because you guys can go ahead and start leaving those in.
Man.
Let me give a couple quick shout-outs, though, before we get into that. Give you a sec to marinate that for a sec. Dean and Eric Kashani said Coach Dungy picked Cowboys, too. Dino's in Columbus.
What up, Dino?
Ron Smith in Utah. Leon Davis in North Las Vegas.
North Las Vegas.
Mama T in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yolanda in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Carrie Teagle, H-Town, Texas.
H-Town.
Solomon Jernigan, Kinnick, Washington.
All right, Kinnick, Washington.
Love it out there.
I like that.
Lee Ewig and worried in North. He said he's worried in North Fort Worth.
North Fort Worth.
Appreciate you.
All
and
right.
Mark McCade in Oklahoma. Katina in Georgia.
Oklahoma.
Tommy Miller in
Katina,
Dallas.
Georgia.
Dee Dee in
Dallas.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Leon said Dallas will win tonight.
It might happen. You know, I told you when I first came in, G, all this week, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking the Eagles were going to win, you know, just because, not because I like the Eagles, just because, hey, we're struggling. Where would you look that we would come in and beat the Eagles when we're playing like that? I know they're 4-4, went 3-5, we're only one game below them, but I'm talking about just the quarterback situation. Their quarterback's playing better than our quarterback, and it just seems we're going on the road. We haven't won a road game all year. A lot of things are stacked against us, and I'm like, man, I think we're just kind of reeling. But now, especially with the Chris Richard incident, getting fired up with the other coaches, and now there might be some emotion. You know, if Richard got loud out there, he's back in that locker room getting those guys pumped up. So, you know what? We might ride on that, and I'm going to say Cowboys with the upset because I wasn't saying that earlier before.
I think it's about game time. Wendy Mason says the screen looks great. Michael Prophet said game time. Annette said change is always good when we're talking about the screen. Antonio says screen looks great. We appreciate that. KG says, what's our YouTube name? Just go to Silver and Blue Nation. Silver, ampersand, a little symbol. Blue, Silver, and Blue Nation. You're going to want to see us there, too, because the conversation is wild over on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys jump in that chat box, too, all you watching on Facebook, because it's a whole different ballgame over on YouTube as well.
YouTube's a whole different monster. Dino says Carrie Underwood is fine. She is. She is fine.
Daniel's watching in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Vondell in Virginia. Willie Stovall wants to call in post-game. Willie, we're going to maybe try to do some kind of in-game reaction for the second half, so make sure you guys check us out for that. Maybe on YouTube only. We're not sure yet, but that's why you need to get over to that YouTube channel and subscribe. And so some score predictions before we jump off here. I'm looking only on Facebook right now. We'll come to YouTube. Jenny Brown Scott says 28-13 Cowboys. Ron doesn't like our Eagles pick that we had up there, okay? The picture that we had on the screen.
Yeah, Ron. I got you, Ron.
I don't see a lot of other score or bold predictions, but maybe we got some.
I think a lot of people are kind of just worried. We'll wait and see. I'm going to just go ahead and give a score prediction. Like I said, I thought the Eagles were going to beat us earlier this week. But when I see the Chris Richard thing, I think he might get our team fired up, and we're going to pull the upset today. I'm going to go the upset today, 20-17 Cowboys. I don't know how it happens, but I'm going to just give the upset.
I'm looking on YouTube. We got Booty Warrior and Booty Warrior, these YouTube names,
wow,
in Amarillo, Texas.
I love it.
Rod Gary, or Gary, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Has got an A in there. New York City. Juan Madrid on Amarillo, Texas.
What up, Ron?
Man, it's cool because we got everybody. We got a lot of cross watchers on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I love it.
Brian Sullivan, thanks for that comment. Slim Cuddy. George Brooks, he says 31-10 Eagles. So that's not a Cowboys fan. Joseph George is in Alabama and says Philly 20, Dallas 17. So where backs are against the wall, expected to lose. We're at kind of
That's when they always seem to try to pull it out, though. But I don't know about this year.
This is the game where
this is like to me. This is the hatchet game.
Like, this is it. If you don't win here, your season's over.
Yeah,
we know it's over if you lose here.
You're 3-6, and then you're going again. Yeah, it's pretty much a done data if you're losing this game, and this could be the hatchet game for Mr. Linehan if they don't show improve. So this is going to be an all-watch game. A lot of people are going to be watching this game. It's Sunday night as well, and they're going to be seeing what kind of offense is going to show. All eyes are on this offense, offensive line, offensive players, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Cooper, everybody. They're all watching.
Yes, Bob Heck on Facebook. We will return after the game. Make sure you guys are all checking back for our post-game reaction on YouTube, Facebook. You're definitely going to want to be here for that, win or lose. We're all going to want to get in here and say how we were right or complain about how we were wrong.
Right.
Jimmy says Cowboys 27-13, Josh Moore 28-10, Philly. Smokey says 32-10 Philly. Kevin Gist is over here. Okay, KG. He went ahead and got us on YouTube. Appreciate you.
KG.
Yes, we love it. Thanks for coming back. Oh, Donald Trump in here. He says people have the audacity to say Cowboys shouldn't be on prime time. They're always going to be on. That's that's America's team.
I mean, that's America's team.
I mean, whether we're winning or not, that's what it is.
Whether you love it or hate it, you will tune in and turn in to the Cowboys. That's why they're America's team.
Stevie Mack says 27-17 Philly. I don't believe in Linehan at all to take advantage of the Eagles' banged-up DBs.
Yep. I feel you. I'm just going for the upset. Chris Richard is the guy that is swayed me to the Cowboys, because if it wasn't Richard coming on that field and arguing, I'd say Philly was beating us.
King Jop says 28-21 Cowboys. Carter Smith with a nasty comment, but we appreciate you tuning in anyway.
Oh, boy.
And that's going to be it, guys. Make sure you guys are checking back in, unless you got any final things to say there before this game. I think kickoff's right around the corner. So
no, let's do it. And how about them Cowboys? Let's see what happens.
All right, we'll see you guys after the game.